What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Woz, and in today's video I'll be testing another members moneymaker from the OSRS Wiki, and this time it's Cremating Urium remains. I really hope you enjoy this one, and if you did, make sure you like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, before getting to this method, I just want to say if you've got a members or free-to-play moneymaker that you want me to test from the OSRS Wiki, let me know in the comment section below and I'll get round to doing that video for you. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I want to make the best content I can to help everyone get better and understand more about this great game. Now, don't forget, when I hit a new 1000 subscriber milestone, I'll add in another 100 mil to the giveaway. So for my 4000 subscriber milestone, it will be a 200 mil giveaway. 5000 subscribers, it'll be 300 mil, etc. So Urium Remains was released on the 27th of January 2021, so only a few months old, and this is a very good moneymaker, and it's not one that many people know about, so I thought I'll test it out for you guys. So according to the OSRS Wiki, you can make 1 mil, 245k, 573 GP per hour, which is really nice, and you can also gain up to 240k fire making XP within an hour, which is awesome, along with 57.6k prayer XP, which is not too bad either. The wiki also mentions that you need 320 Urium remains and 320 redwood pyre logs, along with 1 tinderbox to burn the remains. These items can be bought on the Grand Exchange for a medium price, as I've checked this out myself, for a total of 2.4 mil. Now, I would say this is more of a medium to high tiered moneymaker, not just because of the GP per hour, but also for the high fire making requirement and completing diaries, which I'll go through very soon. Now, before getting to the requirements, I'm going to explain where and how I'm doing this method. So I'm in the middle of Morton, which is where I will be burning the Urium remains. I hope I'm saying that word right, but never mind. The fastest way of getting here is using the Morton teleport scroll, which takes you straight in the middle of Morton. But the only problem with that is the scrolls are 20k each for some reason, so I would not waste your money on them. The best alternative method is using the Mauritania Legs 3, which is a reward from completing the Mauritania Hard Diaries, and all you need to do is teleport to Bird de Rot and run north. So in this area there are multiple funeral pyres, which is what you need to burn the remains, and all you need to do is firstly place the red pyre logs on the funeral pyre, followed by the Urium remains, then ignite the pyre with a tinderbox, and this will grant you 500 fire making XP, but if you completed the Mauritania Elite Diaries you will get 750 XP, as well as 120 prayer XP or 180 prayer XP with the hard Mauritania Diaries completed. And once the remains are burnt, you will receive a gold shade key or coins. If you receive a gold key, you can use the shade catacombs to open gold chests, and that will give you some new rewards, and I'll show the items a little bit later on in the video. As you can see in the picture, you can get a gold key purple, gold key black, gold key brown, gold key red and gold key crimson, so a lot of keys to obtain there. Now, the most efficient way is by filling up the gold coffin, which you can get from an NPC called Dampy, I think I've said that right, by the entrance of the Shade Catacombs. I didn't do this method as it would have took so long, but basically you get a broken coffin which Dampy can upgrade by giving him locks, which are found around the shades of the Morton minigame. But once you have upgraded to the gold coffin, you can store 28 Urium remains and fill the rest of your inventory with redwood pyre logs and a tinderbox. And after collecting the keys or coins from the pedestal, you can stack up multiple rewards on the pedestal to save time. But the coins will disappear after 30 seconds and the keys will disappear after 2 minutes. Now, you can use the tick manipulation methods that could be used to slightly increase the speed of the shades cremated, up to 400 cremations plus loot per hour, or 600 cremations without chests, but this is for advanced players who have the patience and accuracy to do this. Okay, so the only skill requirement for this method is having 95 fire making, which is a very high requirement, but as fire making is a very fast skill anyway, especially from doing Wintertodt, then it will only take around a week or so to hit that level. Next is to complete the hard Mauritania diaries so you can use the Maury legs to get to Morton, as well as gaining 50% more prayer experience, but if you completed the elite diaries you can gain 50% more fire making experience. So for the items you will need a tinderbox to burn the remains. Next I would suggest taking a rune pouch along with high alch runes, as you will obtain a lot of adamant and rune items when opening the chests. For banking, the best option would be using a max cape, as you can bank at the crafting guild as well as using your POH to regenerate your run energy. You can also use your crafting cape. If you don't have any of those, you can use a glory to teleport to Edgeville, ring of Jewelings, but use whatever method that is efficient for you. For the gear setup, I would be using weight reducing clothing such as full graceful, as you will be running around a lot. Now what I like about this method is that you can make a lot of GP per hour, and 1.2 mil can go towards some combat gear, leveling up some other Bible skills such as herb lore, construction, etc. Another reason why I like this method is that you're obtaining a lot of items that you can out for some extra profit, such as adamant, rune and some dragon items. One other reason why I like this method is because you can obtain an elite clue scroll every 35 minutes according to the OSRS Wiki, which is really nice, as in elite rewards you can get some nice items if you're lucky, of course. Now before going to the tips and tricks, I'm going to give you some more information on the Shade Catacombs. So the catacombs have been around since the 18th of October 2004, and inside there is a ton of shades ranging from level 40 up to 140. Each shade drops remains after cremating them like I did earlier, and you will get a key ranging from bronze up to gold. If you want to do this method as an Iron Man, then unfortunately you will have to kill them, as you can't use the grand exchange to buy the remains. So this is where your rune pouch along with high alch runes will come in handy. Now I'll grab half an inventory full of keys and run past where you're cremating the remains until you reach the dungeon sign, which will be the Shade Catacombs. Now each time you unlock a chest, the key will dissolve in the lock. If you do want to come back and fight more of the shades in a certain area, make sure you save at least one key to get back through those doors. It might be a good idea to leave one in your bank when you finish. So I'm starting off with my gold crimson keys, as they have the red handle, and you want to find the golden chest with the red locks on them. Same goes with the purple handle, brown handles, etc. These chests will be located in the southeastern area. You can't miss it, as it will be full of gold, so golden chest, gold shades, gold doors, etc. Now if you're still a little bit confused, you can right click one of the chests and click examine, and it will tell you which key it needs to open the chest. So for example, when I examine the chest, it will say a strangely decorated gold chest, the lockpick is painted crimson, so as I have the correct key I'll just simply open it. And as you can see, it will give you some nice loot. Now these crimson keys are not the best, but you can still get some decent loot as you get these keys more often than not. Also, as the purple keys are the best, I'm saving them till last. Now these golden keys will give you the best loot, as you can receive anything from adamant up to dragon, along with elite clue scrolls. Also you can get the zealot robes, which is what I mentioned earlier. The second best will be the silver keys, which you get from killing the level 120 fire shades, and to open the chest they will be located in a northwestern corner. Next will be the black keys from killing the level 100 Aeson shades, I think I've said that right, and the chest will be located in the southwestern corner. Next will be the steel keys from killing the level 80 Real, however you say it, they've got some really weird names, and the chest will be located in the middle of the catacombs. And the bronze key for killing the level 60 fringe shades, and the chest will be located in the northern part of the catacombs when you enter. Now I do apologise, I pronounced some of these names wrong, but they are very weird, so yeah, I do apologise. So whilst I'm opening the crimson keys, which is a lot, I'm going to show you the drop table. So as you can see, we have a lot of alcohols, which will boost your profits quite a bit. And you can also get the Zealot's outfit, which is what I mentioned earlier, but this outfit gives you a 5% chance to prevent bones or insold heads from being consumed whilst training prayer, which is really nice. This also works in the Chaos Altar in the Wilderness as well, also stacking with the bone saving effect. It doesn't give a drop rate as it says rare, so I can only assume it's very hard to obtain unless you're very lucky. You can also obtain this outfit from any of the keys as well. Next I'm going to be using my red keys, and once I've used all of them I'm going to be using the brown keys, black keys and then the purple keys. You don't get a lot of purple keys, but I think I've got around 10 to 15, so that's not too bad, so hopefully I'll get some nice loot out of it. Now there is some tips and tricks as usual that will help you do this method efficiently, and this will help you make the most amount of GP and XP per hour. So the first tip is to complete the diaries. Now I did mention this at the start of the video just because it will increase your XP rates per hour by 50%. The next tip is to take a weapon when opening the chest, just because you will get some undead zealot monsters that will spawn randomly. They are very low level, so just take a whip or D-skim just to kill them a little bit faster. And the last tip that I can think of is completing your elite clues as soon as you obtain one. Now if you're doing this for a good few hours, you're going to be receiving a few clues. So the tip is to complete them straight away, because if you bank the clue and carry on obtaining keys, opening chests, etc., you won't receive another clue until you finished your first one, if that makes sense. So I'm almost at the hour mark now, and if I can give one downside to this method, it would be the skill requirement, which is 95 fire making. I know I mentioned it is a fast skill to level up, which it is, but for some people it can be a bit of a grind, which can put people off trying out this method. But on the plus side, you can make a great amount of GP with minimal effort, and this is definitely worth doing once you've hit that 95 fire making. Okay, so that is the end of the hour now guys, so let's price check all the loot that I got from the chest using the golden keys and see how much profit I've made. Okay, so here is all the loot that I got from the keys, and I've got quite a bit as you can see and managed to get this all in one inventory. So let's price check this, and I've made 4 mil, 196k, 365 GP. That is a nice amount of GP, I must say. As you can see, I've got a nice cash stack of 2 mil as I outed a lot of the items. Also, I've got some various other items which all add up to 4.2 mil. This also includes the 3 elite clue scrolls I got within the hour, so that boosted my GP somewhat. I also got a few pieces of the Zealot outfit if you haven't noticed. I might end up going back there at some point to get the remaining piece, which is the robe top, to get the full set effect. A few other items I want to mention, and starting off is the rune scroll of blood bark. Now once you read this scroll and activate it, you will be able to craft blood bark armor and split bark armor, which is really cool. Next is the flame tear bag, or flame tar, however you say it, and this stores up to 60 timber beams, 60 limestone bricks and 500 swamp paste. Next is the flame tar hammer, and this is a replacement of the regular hammer when building in a Temple of the Shades of Mortar minigame, and this is 75% faster than the regular hammer, which is really cool. Next we have the gold locks, and I only obtained 2, and this is what you give to Dampy next to the catacombs, and this is how you get your gold chest to hold all them remains. And the last item is the bloody notes, which gives you the scroll of blood bark, which is a scroll I mentioned a minute ago. So I gained 224k and 255 making XP and 54k and 30 prayer XP within the hour, which is really nice. Now let's minus all the supplies which I used, and that was 299 Urium remains and 299 redwood pyre logs, which cost me 2 mil, 106k, 445 GP. So my total profit comes to 2 mil, 89k, 910 GP, which is not too bad at all. Now burning the remains took me 1 hour, and looting a chest from all those keys, as you can see in the picture, I got quite a lot, took me another hour or so, and also I had 3 elite clue scrolls which took me a little bit longer as well, but nevertheless made a nice amount of profit. So let's say 2 hours in total, so per hour I made 1 mil, 44k, 955 GP, which is 200k GP less than what the wiki mentions, but if I completed the last few inventories within the hour to match up what the wiki mentions, then I might have made the same amount of GP as the wiki. So let's go back to the OSRS Wiki, and it mentions you can make 1 mil, 245k, 573 GP profit per hour, cremating 320 Urium remains. I wasn't quite there compared to the wiki, as I only done 299, and like I said before, I lost 200k GP, and I also lost some XP during the hour as well. So I lost 16k fire making XP, and I lost 3.6k prayer XP, which is okay I suppose. So a profitable money maker, and this is great if you want some fast GP as well as XP per hour. Of course it will take some time to get that 95 fire making requirement, but once you have that level, definitely give this method a go and let me know in the comment section what you think. Also, if there's another method you want me to test from the OSRS Wiki, let me know in the comment section below. So that is the end of the video guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button, comment below and let me know what you think about this moneymaker, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new for more old school RuneScape money making videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.